Latino voters, the country's fastest growing racial group.
Yeah, the latest census shows the Latino population increased by 27.5% in Kansas from 2010 to 2020. In Missouri, get this, it grew by more than 40% over that same time period.
Sarah Blake taking this topic 360, where we're getting multiple perspectives on the Latino electorate and the group's representation in politics.
Ask any Latino person what they think about the future of their people, and you might hear the same thing.
I see it growing.
We're growing.
That number's going to keep growing.
It's growing and it's growing.
We're a growing population.
And it's true. The Latino population in the United States has grown more than sixfold since 1970 and is more than 62 million strong today. But does that growth translate to who holds positions of power? Does it carry over into the voting booth? We're going 360 on this topic, hearing from a Latino voting organization, a longtime local civic leader, a current politician, and young voters. First, we start with Clarissa Martinez, the vice president of the Unido US's Latino Vote Initiative. One of their goals is to encourage Latinos to go out to the polls and get involved. 1 million Latinos in the U.S. turn 18 every year. And as the electorate grows, capturing swing voters' attention will be crucial for both parties.
For Latinos, the economy and jobs have usually been at the number 1 or number 2 concern.
According to Unidos US's recent poll on voting issues, abortion rights enter the top 5, which has never happened before. And another rising concern, gun safety, in the midst of the tragic Uvalde and El Paso massacres. Latino voters still choose Democratic candidates over Republicans, but the margins are no longer as large as they've always been.
What you are seeing right now is generally Republicans regaining some of the ground they had lost, and Democrats not solidifying gains that they had made.
For Mary Lou Jaramillo, longtime civic leader whose resume is just too long to rattle off here, Latino engagement and representation starts at the neighborhood level. She saw that example as a child.
My parents were community oriented. That's the way I think about it. How to get started? Do something local.
Although Kansas City now has many more Latino leaders than when Mary Lou first came on the scene, representation is still at the top of her list.
I want more. I want more fast for us.
That means making sure Latino leaders have support from their own community and the big donors in the city. Not just being in the room where decisions are made, but being the decision maker. She says these examples will make the difference for young Latinos.
Will they stay? Do they see the potential of staying here?
Community leader Manny Abarca did. He was born and raised in Kansas City, and we chose to interview him because of the multiple roles he holds in the community. He's the first Latino executive in the Missouri Democratic Party, the only Latino on the Kansas City Public School Board, and he's hoping to be the first Latino man elected to the Jackson County Legislature.
I can't effectively wear all those hats all at once, and so I'm constantly looking for, like, who's next.
The climate now is different than those who came before Manny, who were fighting just to be seen at all.
Giants like Lali Garcia, Paul Rojas, and even Chris Medina, John Fierro. Those folks have created these paths for me to stand here today.
Now he says Latinos have this unabashed presence that will move the needle forward even more.
I think it is incredibly important that we instill in the younger generations who have the power to vote. And we know our families and how they can act sometimes about politics. They'll get mad at an issue but never vote. And that's the kind of stuff that's like, we got to be consistent about this. Other communities are, and they're getting so much more than us.
The Latino voting bloc, like Latinos themselves, is not a monolith, and that's represented in the local Young Latino Professionals group. We visited them at their quinceañera, their 15-year celebration, to hear their thoughts on Latino representation.
I think the generation behind me, I'm a millennial, I think Gen Z is really going to transform it.
There's going to be a huge wave of having resident Latinos become U.S. citizens and push for that further civic engagement.
Everybody has a responsibility in this country, and that is what makes this country the greatest country in the world.